Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review. Subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast. And as always, don't forget you can email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. As I look every day, so excited about getting your mail. It just makes me bubbly as we welcome you to episode 182.
When was the last time we got an email?
It's been a while.
Yeah, you think? Been a while. Yeah, it's been a while for sure.
But I still go there every day and get all excited thinking, today's the day.
Today's the day. Okay. All right. Good luck with that.
Well, have you recuperated from our visit to Fort Myers in Mel's Diner?
I did. Yes. It was a long day. It was, I drove it both ways, same day. So yeah, it was a drive. It really was. I'm not going to lie, but it was not a hard drive. You get on I-75, you get off at my exit in Gainesville. It's, 4.5 hours later. No worries. And actually timing worked out pretty well. We left, you and I had lunch, brunch, whatever at Mel's. And then I was out of town probably around 4:00. And once again, I am blown away by the traffic in Fort Myers. I'm like, I don't remember this traffic. And then I'm like, Bill, it's been 20 years, you think? So traffic in Fort Myers, terrible. But once you got up Sarasota, Bradenton, across, into Tampa, it was past rush hour. So I just zoomed on home. All good.
All I know is every time that we go to Fort Myers to visit the son, I'm sitting there whining all the way there, telling my wife, I want to move back to Fort Myers. I miss Fort Myers weather. I miss Fort Myers. And then we get off on Daniels Road and I go, oh my God, I do not miss this traffic.
Some of the things they did to try and make it work, like you said, when you get out, and this is all inside baseball for people who don't live in Fort Myers, but it's like all of the fancy ways they have the lanes going and stuff on Daniels and Cleal and all that when you get off the highway. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, of course, I don't know the day we were supposed to arrive because I got there a few days early.
Right.
And there was a ball game going on with the Boston Red Sox and also another game going on with the Minnesota Twins. So I go, Daniels will not be my answer today. So
and thankfully when I got there on the Monday afternoon, I drove by the Minnesota Twins baseball stadium and I went, oh yeah, I remember this well. So glad it's not busy today. So they must not have been a game, at least not at that time. So all good. So anyway, it was so much fun being in Fort Myers at Mel's Diner, visiting with manager Bill, and a lot of our friends came by to say hello, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
And manager Bill has already said we need to do this again this summer.
Does he have an event going on, or is there something happening for some reason we need to be there?
I don't know. He just said, you guys need to come back this summer. We need to do it. I think his exact words were, we need to do this again this summer.
No doubt. And I'm fine with that. I think that's a great idea. He and I talked for a little bit after you and your son left, after you and the boss left. and he and I were chatting and I'm like, he's like, you're driving home? I'm like, yeah, I didn't really want to spend money on a hotel and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, stay at my place. It's right around the corner. I'm never there. I'm like, yeah, I know you're probably never there because you're always working, damn it. So he's like, he offered me his house, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
So next time you go, maybe you can just stay with manager Bill.
It would the Mel's B&B. It's a Mel's B&B. That's what it is. So there you go. Yeah. So anyway, that would work. That would work fine, and I'm open to that. So it will come back in the summertime, Fort Myers.
Yeah, I of course I have a good time. I get to visit my son, and I guess still got a few ties in Fort Myers. So yeah, it was a very good time for me. I got in town Friday night and we left right after. Pretty much, I went home. The wife was packed, as far as our stuff for
Right.
my sons, and we basically jumped in the car. I texted you when I got home, and you said I just got home too.
Yes. Yeah, I literally had been home about 5 minutes by the time you texted me, or I think I was even like at exit 385, which is where I get off the highway in Gainesville. So yeah, I think so. So all good, all good.
I'm still. I had one disappointment over the whole broadcast.
And what was that?
I gotta admit, I'm Ted Fitzgeorge skipped out on us. I even texted him and said I wanted to talk about the Edison Festival of Light parade, and I wanted to talk about you doing the Red Sox spring training games. He's the voice out of the PA system.
Yes.
And I said, but you left us high and dry.
Did you get? Oh, you actually told him that?
Yes.
Did you get an answer?
I think he said, sorry, I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe he's got a girlfriend. I don't know, but he skipped out for
that. Ted's the most, Ted's wife is the most wonderful person. She's awesome. Anyway, never mind. But I find it unusual that when we were sitting there, I'm not going to say on the air, but we were recording the show and we're like calling him over and he's like, no, that's okay. I'm like, did I piss him off? Did BJ piss him off or something like that? Because that's weird that he wouldn't bound over to be on with us.
I think he got hit by a bus.
Well, maybe so. That honestly, that thought never crossed my mind.
But yeah, it was very surprising to me too.
It was very surprising.
So if anybody knows, of course, everybody knows Ted. So if you know
he'll
Ted,
text you. Yeah. After this show comes out on Wednesday, he'll be texting. He'll be letting you know. It's fine.
Tell him that we are coming back this summer to do it again.
Right.
And he best damn be there.
So yes to all that. So it was good. So anyway, so we had so many other fun people were with us. Old radio buddy Dave was there. He always went by Torrey Pines on the radio. That was kind of funny. He was there. Let's see. We talked to our teacher friend Susan Gower. She was on with us. You had some of your transplant folks on talking transplant stuff. My ex was there. We had a good conversation with her. So it was awesome.
Of course, some of my cousins and old friends from we had like an Indiana table that, came all the way from Indiana. Well, okay, they've been staying in Zolfo Springs for, a few weeks.
They were doing the tourist thing just like everybody else. But yes, I hear you.
But they thought that they had to come and see the star-studded BJ and Bill the podcast live. And they were pretty excited about it and they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, that's star-studded. Yeah. Not so much, but it was great. It was awesome. It was fun. We enjoyed it. Manager Bill fed us as he always does. God bless him. And then we were on our way. And it's so interesting the way, we've talked about this many a times and you've been the one to be able to talk about it, but I was finally back there to be able to see like your head you're snapping your neck back and forth going, wow, that wasn't there. That's new. Well, of course it's been 10 years since I've been there. So yeah, I get it. But yeah, crazy.
We get on some parts of town and I'm lost. I'm like, where are we?
Right.
I don't even know what area this is at the moment. It looks totally different.
Yeah. I again, when you're out on Daniels Road, all right, I get it. The baseball stadium. Yeah. Easy. Okay, fine. I got cornered down there by, Metro Parkway and Daniels, and I'm like, oh, the Starvest Citrus place is still there after all these years. I'm like, cool. I should stop in for a free orange juice if they're still doing that. But yikes on 41, yikes. So anyway, that's all of Southwest Florida. It's all like that. You can't. There's no escaping.
Yeah, I I know I bitch about the traffic every time I go back, but damn, I miss that area.
You'd still go back.
I would move back in a heartbeat.
And is it
I don't travel
just the
around as much
weather? You
either.
just like the warm weather.
I got okay. Now I will tell you this: the wife has
Okay.
she's become a social butterfly in our neighborhood. I mean,
Yes.
she goes to her knitting. She goes to her art class. She, it's like she goes out ladies' day and they go out to. It's like she's the social. But I used to be the social butterfly, and I was like, just leave me alone. Leave me at home. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to see people. So I
Right.
think if I went back to Fort Myers, I would be that same way and just be at home all the time. But I
Okay.
think I miss
Or
the most. It's nice.
go
My
down to the
daughter's up
beach, go
here.
fishing or something like that.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I will say this, and I'm
Yes.
sorry you missed out on this, but my son was kind of my chauffeur while I was there.
Right.
We went out to the beach because I was on Beach Talk Radio to promote my
Yes.
book. That was
Yes.
fun. And then
Yes.
we went by our old apartment that we used to live on Central Avenue in Fort Myers when Gentry was like 4 years old.
Wow.
And so we went by that and looked at that and just kind of did a nostalgia run.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we had fun.
Okay.
Then I
All
had to
right.
take my taxes out to Cape Coral. So we got to go to Cape Coral and
Oh
talk a
boy.
little Cape Coral stuff. So yeah, we stayed busy. I just felt bad because my son's starting a new project, that whole syndication deal
Right.
that
The
they've
music
got
thing.
going on. Yeah. And
Yep.
so he's very, very busy. And every time I talk to him, he's saying, "Oh man," it's like he'll call me at 8 o'clock at night going, "I just got done with work." Oh, it's just like,
Wow. Really?
yeah, we got so much going on right now. And of
Wow.
course, here I am using him as a chauffeur. He was setting up all of our equipment and got us
Yep.
all going.
Yep.
And so I really felt sorry for the poor young man.
Well, he should. I mean, he wanted to help. He wanted to, be there for his dad and all that, and that's awesome. But yeah, next time it's called Uber. You just open the app and they come get you.
I will say this though, when I was out on Beach Talk,
Yes.
we were talking about, my whole medical thing and the book and things like that.
Right.
And I don't know, and even Ed Ryan, who hosts the show, was talking a little bit about Gentry because he knows Gentry actually from when he was a kid too, like so many other people in
Cool.
Fort Myers remember him as a kid. And so he was talking nice about him. And I was saying, yeah, he's been driving me all over. And these little old ladies that are sitting and watching the show, because they did the same thing. They have a live audience there at Margaritaville. And
Right.
they were all looking at him, giving him that thumbs up, going, "You're quite the good young man there. You're taking care of your daddy."
Taking care of your dad. It's funny. Well, good for him. Again, good for him.
And Ed did ask me if we make any money with the podcast. And I said, well, yeah, I call it basically father, son just, here, dad, take some money. And
yeah, we don't
me.
really make any. It's not like we really make any money on it. No, it's, yeah. He's nice enough to throw us a bone every month for a couple of bucks, but it's not like we're making any money. No, that's true.
Yeah, we're not making like the big bucks we did when we were BJ and Bill on WOLC.
Is that what it was? Big bucks? Is that what it was?
I don't remember. For me, it was for the few years.
For a few years. No, yes, I will agree with that 100%. For a few years, there was some nice paydays in there. There were, but they didn't last long. Well,
let's take a quick break. Come right back, and I'll talk sports, but I don't think you've got anything to talk about.
You got racing. I know. It's time of year for you. Not so much for me. We'll be right back. So like you were saying, yeah, not so much that I can talk about as far as sports going, because I mean, the Olympics are over. Not that I was a huge viewer, but I did watch. Olympics are over, football over, baseball just starting. Now, however, March Madness is coming. It's already March. March Madness is on us, and the Florida Gators are setting themselves up nice for a run at a repeat national championship, which would be awesome. So, yeah.
And I am looking forward to that. You're going to get a bracket?
Oh, excuse me. I will be the first one to admit I have never done that.
Never?
It just looks so complicated. It looks so complicated. Since I'm a Florida fan, I'll just follow Florida through and put Florida on all the winning brackets into the Final Four, and then see how the rest of it shakes out. I guess I could do that, right?
Yeah, well, you still got to put other teams in. Of course, 90% of the people that have brackets get them broke in the first round.
Oh, 95%. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do it this time. I don't. How do you? Is that like ESPN has that? Somebody else or whatever?
It's all you can find at
Everywhere.
your local street corner. They're probably doing one
In Gainesville, you better believe they are. They're already filled out when they give them to you in Gainesville, because it has Gators are winning at the end. So yeah, all good, all good.
But you mentioned the Gators.
Yes.
And the repeat.
Yes.
Well, he did it in basketball, and now he's done it in NASCAR.
And that's got nothing to do with the Gators. Who are we talking about?
Michael Jordan. He has done the three-peat in NASCAR. The first time ever in the history of NASCAR has a single driver won the first three races in a row.
Wow.
And that is Michael Jordan's driver.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think MJ's driving the car, but okay. But
he
it's
owns
his team.
The car.
It's his team and his car and his same driver.
Yep. Tyler Reddick.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So quite the feat. And now everybody's saying, even, like ESPN, all these networks that really knew nothing about NASCAR are starting to go, whoa, Michael Jordan has a team?
Right?
What? He's done a three-peat? He's
right?
Like first time ever, and NASCAR is getting a little traction, as we say.
Traction. Oh, listen to you. Nice use of words there. Thank you very much. A little traction. Good for you. So they're getting some traction because of Jordan, because he's the owner of the team.
People are paying it,
but he ain't driving.
Yeah, but let's just say people are paying attention more than they ever did before, because they're hearing, what, Michael Jordan? What? He owns a team?
Right.
What? They've won 3 races in a row? What?
Okay, I get that. Sure. That's good press. That's good publicity. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Okay.
He's arrived in NASCAR. Let's just say that.
Well,
he's had the team. So. He's had the team for like 2 or 3 years, but this year they have arrived.
Awesome. Good for him.
So congratulations to Tyler Reddick and Michael Jordan. And of course, Denny Hamlin owns a piece of the team too. He said, Denny Hamlin basically went out and recruited Tyler.
Right.
So, he was giving credit where credit was due. Although the first thing they do after the win, they run to Michael and, put a microphone in front of his face.
Of course.
But
yeah, I get that. I mean, that when you have a superstar like that, it only makes sense that you're like, well, let's put it in front of a face that people know, and that way it's good. Well, that's just good. That's just good marketing, right? I mean, that's just good marketing. So
yes, okay. So again, congratulations. It was kind of I don't know. I sometimes like a road course, but there wasn't a whole lot of action. Tyler Reddick probably led most of the laps.
And this was in St. Pete, wasn't it?
Oh, no. Now let me help you with your racing here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Master. Please help me.
Those were Indy cars.
That's what I thought, because I thought I saw a promo and then I wasn't sure. And then I saw an ad online with just a picture and I couldn't. So, all right, cool. So tell me more.
That was a great day on Fox, by the way. You could watch the Indy series and the St. Petersburg road race.
Right.
And it's always cool when you're watching cars race. And then all of a sudden they take a turn and they've got a stretch, there of straight road,
Sure.
and they're going right along the water. That is just, it is so cool to see.
Very pretty shot. Very, very,
Yeah.
very, 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 very nice camera angle there. Good.
So, but yeah, that was in St. Pete yesterday. And then
Okay.
immediately following that race, they went out to Austin, Texas, your old stomping grounds, and the Road America course is out there. And so it was a road course with NASCAR. Full day of racing on Fox.
So BJ was glued to his television.
And my wife would always go, how many more laps are in this? Oh my God, how many more laps are in this one?
I will admit that there's a lot of that for me too, that it's like, I don't know the nuances or the details to know, like, the pit stops and the timing and is he going to make it? Is he got enough gas in the tank? That's like meaningless to me. I just see guys driving fast and turning left and I'm like, okay, great. Whatever.
Not on a road course.
Not on a road course. They might have to turn right.
Yeah, they turn left, they turn right, they turn left.
Ooh,
they zigzag. But yeah, if you're a racing fan, the big day. The big day is Memorial Day.
Okay. Coming up.
You've got the Indianapolis 500.
Yes.
Followed by the Coca-Cola 600. That is 1,100 miles of racing in one single day.
And wait, I'm going to be totally naive here, so please excuse me. Don't know my racing. Same place, same course, or is it like opposite sides of the country, or what did they do?
Usually the Coca-Cola 600 is usually in Charlotte.
Okay.
And of course, the Indianapolis 500.
500 is 500.
We all know where that is.
Oh, well, wait. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I see that. See how little I know? Please forgive me, race fans. Indy 500, Indy cars. Duh.
Yes.
Charlotte.
Now,
NASCAR.
Every once in a while, there has been drivers that have tried to do both.
Danica Patrick comes to mind. Yes.
They will race in one race, get in a plane, fly as fast as they can to Charlotte, North Carolina, and race in a second race.
I thought you were just talking about drivers that have done both kinds of racing in their career. That's where Danica Patrick was the lady IndyCar driver, and then she tried NASCAR, and not so successfully. But I didn't know they did it on the same freaking day. That's insane.
There has been, now the last driver to do it was Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson was the last driver that raced in Indianapolis and then raced in Charlotte, all in the same day.
Hop on your private jet, get the hell out of Indianapolis, land in Charlotte, Uber over to the racetrack.
And jump in another car.
Get in a car. 1,100 miles. So that would be basically like, that'd be like driving from, I don't know, from Fort Myers to Cleveland in a day in whatever. I think it's even farther than that, but that's insane. That's insane.
Right.
Oh, well, some guys are going to do it.
That's the day that us race driver fans just, let's just say we cream in our jeans.
You and the drivers, their butts are going to hurt by the end of the day. You've been on the couch all day.
Now, at least I'm fortunate enough to be able to walk to my restroom.
Yes.
They're not.
And grab a snack if you need one.
And ask the question, and I will tell you, yes.
I do. The question about drivers going to the bathroom at a race?
Well, it depends on how you're asking.
Well, you said if you ask the question, the answer is yes. So I just kind of thought, what the heck are we talking about? And you had just talked about your bathroom is within sight. So
yeah,
I put two and two together and got 74.
I would think that would, I don't know if I could handle that.
How did we get on this topic, and do we want to stay here?
Let's just say, Bill Stevens, you're going to go back, to Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
And by the time you get to, I don't know, Tennessee, let's just say,
Yes.
you pull off. But let's say you can't pull off, so you just like let it go.
Right.
I think sitting there until you get all the way to Cleveland, it would be disturbing.
You think? I'm Why are we even doing this? Why are we even speculating on this? But yes, I'm sure they have suits that accommodate that sort of thing.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, I don't know if I could be a race car driver on a race like that.
Can we change the subject, please?
I guess we could take one more break and then.
Well, we don't have to right now, but we can change the subject for sure.
Oh,
but if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, big race. I understand. Big time coming up. Good for you. All of that. Yes. Wonderful.
And it was fun to watch, last Sunday too. So, yeah.
I guess we better take a break.
I think we need to take a break so we don't have to use our defense.
I understand. Speak for yourself, old man. All right. Go make your bathroom stop. We will be right back. And welcome back. Hope your bathroom stop was a good one. Stop. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. I'm Bill Stevens. That's BJ Odom. If you would like to visit us on Facebook, leave a comment, question, a joke, a picture, or whatever, we would love to hear from you. Just head over to Facebook and do a search for our page. You'll have to type out the whole thing, BJ and Bill, the podcast, because God knows there are probably dozens of imitators out there. And, well, whatever. We're the real thing. So BJ and Bill, the podcast. Same for the email address, bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. And wherever you are listening to this podcast, we hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Go ahead and leave that 5-star review for us. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, we're on all of them, and we'd love to hear from you there. So there you go. All good.
I'm just so glad. I think spring has officially sprung here in the state of Florida.
Not going to argue with that. I would say you're probably right. I mean, I have the windows open and the sun is shining and things are all beautiful here as well. So all good. Yes.
And it looks like at least the next 10 days, we are in the 80s every single day.
Right.
And that's when I get happy.
Now you don't have to go back to Fort Myers.
Well, I still want to go back to Fort Myers. But you know what? Here's what I don't like about Central Florida.
What's that?
And it's probably the same in Gainesville also. A lot of times in the winter, it is warmer in Fort Myers and much cooler where I am here in the Orlando area.
Of course, I'm 250 miles north of Fort Myers where I'm at.
And let's say it's summertime now. Usually on a real hot, yucky day,
yes,
it's cooler in Fort Myers than it is in Central Florida. It gets much warmer because it's the center of the state deal. That's right. What the problem is. We're not by the ocean. We're not by the Gulf, so we don't get the Gulf breeze, the ocean breeze. And so summertime, it's always hotter in Central Florida than it is in Southwest Florida. Probably, Miami too.
Ocean breeze.
So I really that perturbs me, that portion of the weather.
Perturbs. What a good word.
Yes.
I hear you. I get it. I do. I don't have an answer for you. Now, up here, of course, Gainesville, they don't call it the swamp for nothing. It's swampy and it's warm, but it's not Fort Myers hot and sweaty and humid. So I'm enjoying my climate here and I think it's fine. And hey, that's all the better for pickleball, Oh, we have now, speaking of which, small change of subject. Wherever the powers that be, and I don't know if it's the city of Gainesville or Alachua County, I don't know if it's a city or a county park, but they have recently, just in the past couple of weeks, opened the new pickleball courts where we have been playing, where our regular group plays pickleball. And now in the past, we've had to share courts with tennis courts. So there's a facility with like 5 tennis courts. 2 of them are striped, double striped because they have pickleball stripes on them, and you can bring your own net and set it up. It's a real pain in the arse. But they've been working around like crazy, and now we have 8 brand new dedicated pickleball courts with lights and chairs and benches and picnic tables, and it's just fantastic for us pickleball people here in the Gainesville area. So whether it's the city or county, I don't know, my hat is off to you. There you go. It's good. Tonight's a pickleball night for me.
My 2 friends, Bill, both big pickleball lovers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's the same thing, man. He just loves pickleball. And he has now, I remember I told you about a month ago, we went out to lunch together and he was a big pickleball fan.
Yep.
He has now bought a house in the Villages.
In the Village.
And so now he's all excited because he's going to be able to play pickleball when he comes down every winter.
The I don't think the Villages will let you play. I think because they want to try and keep things peaceful and quiet. I don't think any of the Villages pickleball courts. Well, I'm going to put my foot in my mouth with that. I'm not familiar that the Villages have lights on any of their courts. I don't think they want people playing after dark and keeping the neighbors awake, because the pickleball courts are literally right in the village, in the neighborhood, and it can be a little loud, I guess. So I don't think they have lights for night play. The park I'm at, they do, because it's just a big park with a baseball diamond around it and kids playing and dog, bark park and all that. So it's all good. So anyway, long story short, pickleball is, for us old folks, to me, so much better than just tennis, because tennis is a lot of running and I can't run at my age. But I can still use my reflexes to hit a fancy little pickleball. So all good.
There are days, because let's just admit it, I have problem with, it's too much work for me to play cornhole. But nonetheless, I look at those beautiful pickleball courts in, my community.
Yes.
And I've thought just a couple times, when no one's down there, Susan and I need to just go down there and try our hand at pickleball.
Yes.
And then go, okay, this isn't for us. And we'll know. But I'm just, right. I would like to try it.
At least you would know, right?
Yeah, I think I'll stick to cornhole, but that's even rough because you got to bend down and get the damn bags.
I'm so sorry for you. You could get one of those. My mother had one of those little. I'm making air gestures here. Nobody can see. It's got like a pistol grip on one hand with a trigger, and it's got a little squeezy hand on the other for getting stuff off the top shelf. You could use one of those for cornhole. You could just pick up the bean bag with that, and you're good to go. So don't complain to me about you can't bend over and pick up the bean bag.
Tell you what, now I'm thinking I might start playing more cornhole because we got one of those.
There you go. Take it with you. I am sure you'll get some laughs, and you'll probably make the Facebook page.
We do have a pretty popular Facebook page here in our development.
Right.
Our 55 plus community.
55 plus.
Now on Wednesday mornings, I will admit this. Not that I go, but my wife at 9:00 goes down and plays bocce ball.
Bocce ball.
Isn't
that just an excuse to drink wine? Well, not at 9 a.m. It's not, but I mean, I get, it's 5:00 somewhere. Bocce ball. I remember that when I was a kid, because we had real Italian neighbor. And he was like, we lived near Philadelphia. And so real Italian, real in Philadelphia, really the whole thing. And he would bring out his little bocce ball set whenever we were grilling in the backyard. It's just tossing one ball to another, isn't it?
Yeah, the way I take it, because I've never went, she's probably upset with me because I have never went to one of her bocce ball games and rooted her on.
Right.
But the way I take it, there's like a circle, and it's kind of like bowling or skee ball. You roll your ball and try to get it in the circle. But, other players can hit your ball out of the circle, and you get points, I believe, by your ball being in the circle. Now that's I don't know if all that's true, but that's kind of what I hear, that's how you play.
Sounds like the grass version of curling.
Yeah. But they don't take brooms and try to sweep it down
Yeah,
there.
no, I know. And the balls are a lot smaller. They like a big stone, little ball. No, I understand. But yes. And or like you said, like skee ball or something like that, or yeah, that's horseshoes, similar, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
So besides the knitting, and the women clutches and all
sure,
that,
sure, sure.
that's her most sporty sport that she does in our
That's her
neighborhood.
most sporty sport. Bocce ball.
She plays a little bocce ball.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
We
that.
we were thinking about, because a lot of couples do the cornhole, and we've thought about that. And then we don't want people to laugh at us. Not if we're not doing a comedy show. And that's what it would turn out to be.
Comedy show.
Oh, they go, look at that couple. Oh my God. They suck so bad. They're so funny to watch.
Well, again, to me, it just sounds like another excuse to drink beer and wine. It really, I mean, nothing. What's wrong with daytime drinking? Come on. I mean, especially like this.
In a 55 plus community, nothing wrong with 9 o'clock drinking.
All the time. I get it. So anyway, that's your sporting news for the week. So see, how far downhill we've gone. We've gone from Super Bowl to bocce ball. It's just
Well, when's football going to come? You know what I am looking forward to? And hopefully she won't be like hurt half the year.
What's
but
that?
Pretty soon, the WNBA will get underway.
Yes.
Watch a little Caitlin Clark action. I don't know. How's she going to be? Because she hasn't probably played I don't think she played half the season last year. She was this big name that came in, and then I don't know. I think she just killed all the momentum she had.
We've talked about this before, and I'll say it again. Hey, WNBA, you might want to, they changed the rules when Tom Brady came along to make it, better for him and other quarterbacks. You might want to think about that with the goose that's laying the golden egg. She's selling out arenas, all of them, wherever she goes to play. Her own plus everybody else's. I don't know. Maybe you want to make sure she gets to play the whole season. I'm just guessing here.
Yeah, it might have been a good idea.
Might have been a good idea.
I don't know who gets hurt more lately. Her or Steph Curry.
Don't know that. Can't help that one. Is that a big deal? Steph's having trouble?
Oh man, he just can't stay healthy. He gets in for 2 or 3 games, and what's really sad? They brought on his brother. Now they have Steph and Steph, or however it is. What is it?
Yeah, no, I don't remember, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, his brother is now playing with the Golden State Warriors, and they've both been out the entire. One is the first one. I don't know, but they're both sick right now, and I have not yet this year seen them play a game together. And that's what I was really kind of hoping for.
I hear you. I do.
So. And
then I don't, of course, we're big fans of Inside the NBA with our buddy Shaq and Sir Charles and, Eddie and Kenny the Jet and all of that guy. And it wasn't Shaq, but it was Charles Barkley who said, and I quote, Steph Curry ruined the NBA. And it was all about the fact that he does nothing but the 3-point shots, the long ball. There's nothing down, there's nothing inside. There's nothing like the way Shaq used to play, Mr. Dominant inside the paint. Nobody plays in the paint anymore. Well, occasionally, but no big deal. So anyway.
Although I've seen Steph dribble to the rim and, just kind of throw it up and you go, how in the hell did that go in?
I understand. Yeah, no, I get it. I do. And okay, cool. Good for him, but I don't, I watch basketball when there's nothing else on. But baseball season is coming. I'll watch that. We had a really good time last year at my house watching the college girls softball games, especially when the tournaments came around and all that. That was exciting. And we're gonna try and go to 1 or 2 of the Gator ladies softball games here in town because you can actually get tickets for those, as opposed to basketball. Forget about it.
How about the women's basketball? Because I would still like to see Shaq's daughter play a little b-ball.
Right,
But I've
right.
not even been able to catch one of their games on television yet. And I've kind of looked for it, but I miss it.
Yeah, if it's not if it's not on one of the big networks, good luck trying to find it. And I have this Sling TV, which I love-hate relationship with. Some things you get, some things you don't. So I haven't seen any of it. There's been a lot of ladies basketball on over the weekend. We watched a couple of other games. You know, the big, some of the big teams, big name teams, Notre Dame, and all of that, Kansas, etc. But really, yeah, no, not the Lady Gators, not so much. So, we'll see what happens.
I'm just ready to go get something to eat.
You ready to what?
Ready to go get something to eat. I'm just wondering what I want to eat today.
Ready to get something to eat?
I'll tell you one thing. I do kicks. Like I will have like muffins for a while. That's all I have for like a month.
Really?
for breakfast, like muffins. Then I'll say, okay, now I'm going to have like cereal.
Really?
And I'll have something like Raisin Bran or Corn Chex or something like that.
Okay.
And then I like, English muffin. And for a month, I'll get English muffins. And that'll be my breakfast every morning.
Really?
And right now, I've been on this Raisin Bran kick for just a couple days.
Okay.
And I need to get off this kick right away.
Okay. I'm not sure I want to know why, but go ahead.
I don't think you do, but I'll tell you what, it has really played with my sitting down time. Let's just say that. I look at my watch and say, okay, 12 minutes ago, I sat down. I have to sit down again.
Regularity is not an issue for BJ Odom.
Not at the moment.
Not at the.
I'm thinking, I don't think this Raisin Bran is going to last long.
Okay.
Of course,
Okay.
I always have it with, coconut milk.
Good. Well, I
I'm
mean,
trying-
either way, but okay.
It doesn't have as much sugar, and I always get sugarless.
That's a
coconut
good
milk.
thing. That's a good thing.
And really, when the most sugar you get in Raisin Bran is the raisins.
Yes, it is.
You don't get a whole lot of sugar on the flakes.
That is correct.
You just get a lot of sit down time.
Unless you have Frosted Flakes with raisins.
Well,
Just go crazy.
I try to eat the cereal with the least amount of sugar.
Good for you.
If it says like over like 10% sugar, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't even like 5 or 6 is usually kind of my cutoff.
This is also the guy. Do you still do this? I should have noticed at Mel's Diner when we were eating together, and I didn't stop to notice that BJ Odom is one of those people that eats when they put a plate in front of him with like a burger and fries and a little coleslaw. He's going to eat all of the fries and then eat all of the coleslaw and then eat all of the burger. Do you still do that?
Oh yeah.
I just get that. That makes no sense to me.
My wife says I'm so OCD, it drives her nuts.
OCD. I hear you.
And I'm that way even like in my office. Like I need everything. And I know it's hard to believe with me because I'm one of the most scattered people in the world. But as far as my desk or, eating.
Right.
And even waking up in the morning, I have a regiment. And going to bed at night, I have a regiment. And if you mess up my regiment,
there's no T at the end of it. But go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I'm just like totally once you throw me off, just forget about it. Because I cannot function.
Okay.
Even my wife will go, "Oh, did you do everything in the right order tonight? You didn't mess it up, did you?"
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
See, it's the way I don't know. It's, like I said, I'm not a real organized person.
Right.
But when it comes to doing things, I'm like super organized, or my brain makes me do this and then that and then this and that. It ain't, if I mess that order up, there's going to be hell to pay somewhere.
Really? I would not have chosen, I would not have picked you for that particular role. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just interesting.
And my mother has always told me this, but I don't really remember it that much. And she said too, like if we would go to, because we had a drive-in
Right.
in my small town.
Right.
So once in a while, my parents would, grab the family, me and my brother, and
Right.
we would all go to the custard stand or the drive-in, and we'd get a custard.
Very nice.
And my mom would say, boy, when you had a custard, it was like a treat to watch because you would be so careful that none of it dripped or none of it got on you, that you were just so neat with your custard. And you wouldn't, and it was like, your brother would be all over his face and everything. But I was,
in other words, you mean like most normal people, scarf.
but
Yeah.
no, me, I was like, she said I would never make a mess. And if I did, I would go ballistic. And I don't remember that, but she said, oh yeah, it would whack me out.
Again, I've known you for a long time. I would not have picked that particular way of describing you. That's interesting.
I'm very OCD. Is that what it's called when you're like that? You got to have things in the right order, in the right way.
Yes. Yes. I understand. I know what it means. I absolutely know what it means. So yeah, that's okay. Have a couple of routines, but nothing that I'm like crazy about. Nothing I'm like nuts about. So
yeah.
I mean, at night I'll brush my teeth, and I can't just stand at the mirror and brush my teeth. So it's an electric toothbrush. It has a 2-minute timer, so you make sure that you do your teeth for 2 minutes. And as I'm 2-minuting, I'm walking the apartment. Close the screen door or close the porch door, lock the porch. Walk to the front door, make sure the front door is locked. Go to the kitchen, turn out the light over the stove. Go to the kitchen, make sure the coffee pot is ready for the next one. So I have a system there, but that's where it begins and ends. That's about it.
How do you not drip?
How do I not? Oh, drip from my toothbrush?
Yeah, I gotta like be over the sink or it'll like drip.
No. No,
Are you
I guess
using
I'm
tooth-
neat.
Are
I
you
don't know.
using-
I don't have an
are
answer
you-
for you. I
are
don't
you-
know that.
Are you using toothpaste?
Yeah, not a ton, but enough. Thank you.
I could never walk around and brush my teeth.
All right, maybe I've started something here. I don't know. Maybe we should. Folks, if you have a comment on this, please visit our Facebook page at BJ and Bill, the podcast, and let us know. Do you stand in front of the mirror and watch yourself brush, or do you have other things to do? I'm thinking I'm in the minority on this, so probably.
All right,
Just
here's a thing that honks my wife up. Let's see if you do this. Before
Okay.
you go to bed, do you like primp a little bit and make sure your hair is just right and then go to bed? Because it's going to get messed up when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
No.
No
no. I'm
Now-
in front of the mirror. I'm in front of the mirror primping my wife. Why are you primping? Why are you combing? It's going to get messed up. I don't know. I gotta look good when I go to bed. I just can't go to bed without primping my hair.
Gotta look good in your dreams.
Yeah. Who knows?
I will occasionally run the brush through my hair, but that's just because like my scalp might be a little itchy or something like that. So no, to answer your question, I'm not putting on makeup before bedtime. No. So
Well, no, I don't put on. The only time I've ever put on makeup, and I don't know why you weren't there then, because you needed to be my morning partner then when I was with Kristen.
right.
Oh man, she would bring her little makeup thing on that looked like a tackle box that would have more lures than anything else you've ever seen, but it was makeup.
Well,
And
she was
she'd be-
luring people, but she was luring stuff, but it wasn't that way. So I get it. Yes.
But every morning she would come into the show and get all made up. She go, can I put some of the, and I'm a guy that, I don't want to hurt a girl's feeling. Okay, put some on me.
You were trying to impress the pretty girl. I get
Is
it.
that what it was?
Of course it was.
Oh, okay. Okay, you can put some on me. And I'd sit there and go, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
I will every week I have several episodes of talking to myself going, why am I doing this? But it's never about putting on makeup. I'm just going to say that right now.
Oh,
so I
okay.
get it.
Well, let me get something straight. I did not put on makeup.
No, you allowed somebody to
Yeah, I allowed someone to put makeup on me, but I
Now,
didn't put.
was it appropriate for you, or was it just goofing off, or was it just girls playing makeup?
I was girls playing makeup.
Oh God.
I think I was going back to my childhood when I used to play with Barbie dolls and easy bake ovens.
Oh my God.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh my
And
God.
you can read that in the book, by the way. More parts than a chicken nugget. Now available on Amazon.
I am proud to say, by the way, I should have said this at the beginning of the show, but I am proud to say that I now finally have my very own autographed copy. And the only reason I do is because BJ didn't sell them all at Mel's Diner last week. So he had one to give me, and he graciously gave me one. So there you go. Thank you.
Have you read it yet?
Well, I mean, I've read it in bits and pieces. And of course, you know, I've seen some of the drafts and stuff as you have gone back and forth, you know, with Christina and all that. But have I read it cover to cover, sit down? No, I have not. I guess I should do that.
Has your new lady friend read it?
No,
Or has she been interested since you brought it home?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I'll ask. Maybe she would be. Who knows? So anyway,
Yeah.
we'll find out. All right. So yeah, I mean, you're right. I should probably read it. I mean,
You're in it.
a little bit. Yes.
I was thinking that you should assign, you know, the chapter you're in. You know, there's one thing that in that book that I said that I really regret now because it's been used more times than I can handle it being used. Oh, so Bill's your work husband.
Yes, I heard that. I heard that from my ex, of course, sitting at Mel's Diner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that metaphor is all about, but okay, whatever. So,
I
yeah.
don't know, but I've been on some, you know, national radio shows,
Yes.
and they have also asked the very same. So this Bill guy, he was your work husband when you were in radio.
Were they
That
trying
must-
to make it into something more than it really was?
No, they weren't trying to, but they love that phrase.
Okay.
So
Well,
they
then
all
that's a
seem
good thing. If there's something that jumps out at people and it gives them something to talk about, that sounds like a good thing to me.
Yeah, because let me tell you, the marriage is just as much fooling around as any other marriage, and there was none.
That is correct. There was no fooling around.
Well, that was fooling around on the radio, but no,
Yes.
no
That's
fooling
different.
around like no,
Yeah, no,
hanky.
that's
I should say
different.
no hanky panky.
Wow. All right, this has already gone farther. We've had a couple of times today where I've thought, how the hell did we get here, and how the hell do we get out of here? So, and this
I
is
don't know what
another
it
one
is.
right now. So,
I'm in one of those. I guess it's just I'm in one of those moods today, or I'm like in a.
what kind of a mood is that, BJ Odom?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if we're all going to get blown up this week or not. So I figured, I might as well have fun.
Yeah, let's not do the politics, but it's been to say that it's been an interesting weekend has, of course, we record this on a Monday and it comes out on a Wednesday, so our friends won't be hearing it until Wednesday. But and
Hopefully they'll hear it.
by then, who knows? We could be in another war somewhere else. Who knows? So anyway, it's just not what we signed up for. I'm just going to leave that there.
I told you so, but no one would listen to me.
Who told you? What did you tell us?
I said, no, don't. And even Bill's going, why not? What's the worst? Blow up the government? Yeah, they're going to blow up the government now.
Well, I want it to be known for the record that I just flat out did not vote for the last election.
Oh, okay.
So I purposefully said I am not getting involved in this. It's not for me, and I did not. So that doesn't get me off the hook, and that doesn't make it okay. I live in Florida, where we already know how the presidential election is going to go in Florida, so that's not a big deal. So anyway, here we are going down another road I don't want to go down. So this is 3 for 3 today. How we doing? Okay. So anyway,
And my OCD is not looking that bad now, is it?
compared to some of the other stuff we've seen out in the world. No, you're perfectly fine. Thank you. That's awesome. Perfectly fine. All right, that's fine. So, any last minute stuff? We're coming down to the end of the. How the hell did we talk last week at Mel's Diner? And we talked and we talked and we had guests and we had people sit and come and go and whatever, whatever. And the show was only 45 minutes long. How did that happen? I thought it was an hour and a half.
I think what it was, I looked over to my son one time because I figured, he was recording and everything.
Yes.
So I kind of looked at my watch and he goes, you got about 5 minutes left.
That doesn't make any sense. We had way more time than that. I mean, not that we didn't talk to all the people we wanted to talk about. We certainly did. We talked to Manager Bill and our radio friends and, personal friends and your, transplant friends. We talked to everybody, but we did it all in 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Seemed a little weird to me.
Tell you what really felt weird to me, and I really enjoyed him. But see, I don't remember Corey Pines.
Tory Pines.
And Tory. And
Dave Keller is his real name. Dave Keller. He probably you don't care if we talk. He's not on the air anymore. Dave Keller.
And why I think this really messed me up was that's when Oldies 95 was in the Fairfax Center or whatever was on College.
On College Parkway. It was on College Parkway then. Yes.
And you would go down and do the news.
Yes.
Downstairs.
Yes. When there was two radio stations in that building. Well, there were more than that, but there was Clear Channel and another independently owned radio station on the first floor that did the smooth jazz. Clear Channel eventually bought them.
Yeah,
right.
They owned them.
Yeah, they did, of course, because then it moved in house when everybody moved over to the big house on Metro Parkway. But yes, in the morning, I would stop in there first, go downstairs. Didn't go downstairs. I came in the building, went there, wrote the news, recorded like 3 or 4 of them on tape, left them for them, then came upstairs to do the show with you. So, yeah.
See, I don't think maybe one time I was in that radio station. It was probably just a drop off a tape of a commercial or something that I did. And they said, well, take it downstairs because they need it too.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in the building that particular, well, not in the building.
Right.
I was in the building every day.
Right.
So you were in the building every day, and then you were in that station every day where I was probably in it one time, the whole time we were there.
So, yeah. So Dave was part of that team that did the smooth jazz thing before Clear Channel bought them. And then Clear Channel bought it. And it's funny because when they did, and they moved the smooth jazz station in-house in the building on Metro Parkway, the morning guy that was doing the show then was the guy I did mornings with back at 96 Super Q before BJ and Bill.
Who was that? Was that?
Everything's connected in the radio business. Everything's connected.
And how many times were you in the Oldies building before leaving and coming back? I think I was
in the Oldies building.
I think I was on WOLZ 2 or 3 different times. I mean, I left the building, came back to the building.
When you say left the building, you meant left the business or were fired.
Yeah. Well, no, I never was. That's one of the stations I never was fired from.
Huh.
Well, I kind of was, but I kind of wasn't.
Right.
And that's a long story, but I think it's in the book. Because I basically told the general manager got rid of my son when I threatened to sue. And then he fired my son. And then I went in and told thus general manager to take thus radio station and put it in a place where, well, radio stations don't belong.
Right.
So that kind of ended my career there.
Got it.
When I told the general manager to take his radio station and stick it where you don't want it to be. Because I was not very happy that day.
Yes. In the immortal words of I was going to say Hank Williams, but it wasn't Hank Williams. Take this job and shove it.
Oh, who was that now? And I'm a country guy.
Huh?
Johnny Paycheck.
Was it?
Yeah.
The original? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't remember. But yes, that was definitely him. So anyway, that was awesome. To answer your question though, once I started working for WOLZ full time, I never left and came back. I was there through the whole thing. Now, I did other stuff, like you said. I did the news for the Smooth Jazz Station and all of that. So, but that was in the same building, or for the same company. So yeah, all good.
The building I was in the most is no longer that building, but the building that's a company that I work for the most in Fort Myers.
Yes.
And I don't know which company to say, because there's actually 2 or 3 companies there now. It's either Fort Myers Broadcasting or Meridian Broadcasting or Sun Broadcasting. I don't know what's still around, but they all work out of the same building, and now it is in Gateway. And they're soon to have 3 TV stations and I think a dozen radio stations, which how that ever became legal, I have no idea. But yeah,
that's crazy.
I was thrown in and out. Let's just say I was told to leave quite a few times, but always asked to come back, which I never understood. But that company just, I don't know. It was like a yo-yo. No, we don't want you. Go. Oh, can you come back? We need you. Oh, yeah. We don't need you. Go. Oh, I think we need you. Come back. It's like, man, I'm getting tired here. Just either fire me or hire me. Don't
kind of like BJ with his ex-girlfriends. It's kind of
I know. It's like, oh, come on, let's just stop somewhere.
All right. That's good. So today we have gone the full hour. So congratulations and thanks for listening the whole hour, everybody. We appreciate it. That's been great.
You think they'd hire me back in that building one more time?
Give it a try, man. It's worth a shot. Well, it's a long commute. It would be a long drive for you, but they would give you the option. It would give you the opportunity to move back there, which your wife would kill you. So
hey, listen to this, because we don't want to talk politics, but we will. I was hired. Joe Schwartzel was the guy that hired me and fired me a million times.
Yes.
His son now, I forget what his son's name is, who is now kind of running the place.
Yeah.
He's running for like state representative, or he's getting into politics now.
Wow.
That's how they own so many radio stations.
Yeah, great. How's that going to work? Well, you can't. There are strict laws about that. You can't, just because he's the owner's son, you can't start like giving him commercials and putting him on the air because they have that equal time thing. You'd get in trouble with that. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, actually, he runs it now. Daddy's out.
That doesn't change the law, but interesting either way. So
yeah, because Daddy's like you and I. He's pretty much out of the company.
Old and decrepit is what you're saying.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. He's the old and decrepit, and now he's like, his son is like the Gentry who is taking over the world. But now my son's not running for any office, but Joe Schwartzel's son is. I can't remember. We worked for him too. Remember he'd come in when we worked at Oldies 92.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes, I remember that being in the building there. Yeah. We're going off on a tangent here. Save that for next week. It's another story.
Okay.
You can look it up and figure it all out. Phew. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us. Boy, after a week on the road, we're back in the saddle in our regular kind of broadcast facilities here. So it's all good. We appreciate you joining us. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Till then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
see ya.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all.